Good morning. Thank God we feel better than we did yesterday. Okay, let's see exactly where. I think we left off on one row, so we still have buckets left, I think. We do. Okay. So we can still do a little more. Guess after we finish this lap, we can start another time lapse just to get that going, because why not? I didn't pick up any more buckets. Yep. Go figure. See if there's any over here. Very nice. There's a freaking magma cube. Am I gonna have enough for this one row? Yeah. I feel like I need to get an iron golem up in here. Just to help me out with this nonsense. Oh, one short. But I also don't want the iron golem swimming around in the lava. That would be unfortunate. Didn't I take one from one of these? Oh, I guess that one. And we're out. Nice. Trying a new playlist today and see if we like it. This song is a little all over the place, it seems. Was that literally the end of the song? It was. Not a fan of that. Whatever that was. Not that one. This one. What is up, Rand? How's it going, man? This guy's not gonna leave me alone, is he? Go over there. Nice. We're getting, you know, we're making progress on this lava floor. Are you enjoying all the lava placing through the streams I've made? Yeah. Shame you missed it. It's been so much fun. We're having a stellar time over here. Huh? It just bounced off of him. Is that gonna destroy the... Ugh! I hate you. I actually hate you. We only got 3 of those as well, so we can't even cover up the hole. My god, man. My god, man. Okay, well, I'm taking this away because it gives more area for people to spawn. I missed the first one because I was playing with my friend. The second one because you streamed at like 10 p.m. my side and I didn't expect it. Yeah. I didn't expect to stream later in the day yesterday. Because I was sick. I still am a little bit, but not as bad. Definitely not as bad as I was yesterday. Could have swore I had a data pack on that doesn't allow gas bullets to blow up my stuff, but I guess it doesn't work. What a shame. What a weird song. I don't know if I'm digging this playlist. Even if I did notice the stream yesterday, I probably still couldn't have joined because my PC was not happy and super slow because I was exporting a video. Ah. No worries. Hopefully you had a good time regardless. Okay. One more row and then we gotta go get more lava. Everyone's favorite. Alright, let's see if there's any more over here real quick. Oh, it blew a hole in the freaking floor. God dang it, man. I really don't want to have to put carpet on all these areas, but... I'll put that in there for now. Oh, that's it. I was recording Bed Wars on Hypixel, then I got called a cheater, so things are looking up. Hey! I love being called a cheater in games. It's so good. I used to get called a cheater in a first-person shooter, and then I used to get called a cheater in League of Legends sometimes. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Nobody calls me a cheater in Minecraft, rip. There's the buckets. And there's the rest, all right. Hello, hello, you remember me? Yes, I do, Ans, I do. Welcome back. I am in the middle of gathering 1,000,000 buckets. I see you didn't decide to use the lava farm. Well, it can only get you so far. Something I didn't really think about is how many buckets I was going to use, because if I stayed at the lava farm, I would have to farm enough buckets to like take care of the entire farm, which I'm not gonna do. I don't even know if I have enough shulkers to like make it that far. But yeah, so we have like a mini farm that's not automatic that we've been going back and forth between. We've already, in this one project though, we've doubled how many lava buckets we've placed in the world in the entire lifespan of the world. We're already doubled it. So that's nice. And I'm not even done, you're right. I'm like halfway done. Sadly enough. Roughly halfway. This project is very difficult. It is. It is taking quite a long time. this project in its entirety has taken me like a year. What? I think I've done pretty good. Difficult to watch through all of the sidetracking, which you haven't seen yet. I feel like I've done pretty well recently. What was the last thing I got sidetracked on? Recently, not previously. I mean, okay, not previously, sure. What was the last thing I got sidetracked on, though? I think it's been a minute. And things that are, like, involved in the build themselves, that's not counting as a sidetrack. So, like, when I went to go get all of the... What are they called? The little pot decorations? I can't remember what they're called. But when I went and got all of those, that's not sidetracking. I guess maybe the wedding venue that I built for my friends. Rojank regeneration potion, right? We're back. We're not 100% healthy, but we're pretty healthy. We're doing okay. My throat's still kind of scratchy. Kind of hurts to eat. But it's definitely not as bad as it was yesterday. Thank God. Day and night difference from yesterday. Yeah, I know. Halloween comes to mind? Okay, well... I don't know if that's a fair sidetrack claim. Because the Halloween mobs only happen on one day a year. Like, I have to. I have to sidetrack for that, or I'm gonna miss it. But yeah, I guess Halloween would be the next one. Strange, through all the years on this world, you haven't gotten them before. I didn't care for a while because I didn't have really anywhere to put them. But not this year, but last year I did catch some, but they disappeared. I'm not sure how, but they did. Make sure we're not forgetting one so Yono doesn't yell at me again. He didn't yell at me. That's a little harsh. That was helpful. I appreciated that. But I used to have a couple of them in... Actually, were those skeleton mobs? They might have just been armored. Never mind. I might be lying. Well, lying is a strong word. I might be misremembering. How about that? Yono will yell for no reason. No, there's always a reason. It's usually because I do something dumb. Yono has corrected me from missing things several times. Several times over. All right, let's start a time lapse. Why not? I also just don't keep a lot of mobs in the world, or I haven't for a while. At some point, I'd like to make their own enclosure. I feel like that could be kind of cool. But there are a couple mobs that I've never, good lord, never seen. Like turtles. Never seen any turtles. Just kidding. Like frogs. Don't think I've ever seen frogs in this world. What is the function of this farm? This is a wither skull farm. So this is where I get wither skulls as well as bones and coal. I finished the PvP texture pack today and I'm in love with it. Good! But yeah, this is where I'm getting all of my bones, my coal, and wither skulls to kill the wither and make beacons. Which is very exciting. Because for the longest time, I only had like, what, 3 or 4 beacons total in the world? And I had to keep passing them around between builds. Which is never a good time. So I built a room. Oops. I built a room for each of the loot that I get. So that's why there's multiple rooms in this one build. What am I doing? So if you look, this room will be where we get the wither skulls because it's basically a nether fortress. This room is where we get the bones because it's like an Egyptian tomb. So we'll loot the bones here. And then this is where we get our coal, because it looks like a cave. So we'll loot our coal over there. And then this is where we kill them. They'll all get shuffled into here, and that's where we'll kill them. So it is quite the overly elaborate farm, for sure. I definitely need to chill out on the size of some of these farms. This one we went a little overboard on how much we're putting in it. I've been working on this farm for about a year in real life. That's how long it's taken me. It's hard. So much to do. Do I have enough? Yeah. Don't think my next project is going to take this long, so we got that going for us. You don't even have to turn on creative mode. Nope. We don't do creative mode around here. I think that's part of the appeal. I think if you limit your supplies, you're much more creative. Ah! No. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to carpet this. The next project must include pixel art of a cat or a 3D structure. Uh-huh. And what? Wait. And why is that? Why must I include a cat? So tired of having gas blow up my stuff. I'm just gonna carpet this. Or any other one? I think that's it. Because cute. Alright. Fair enough. I did want to dedicate an area to pixel art. So I can make little maps. So if I do make a pixel art, like make a, I don't know how big, maybe 128 by 128 spot somewhere. And that'd be the area that I can do pixel art on. I'll have carpet dupers and stuff over there. That would actually be a cool next project, I think. That actually might be not bad. I mean, I don't know about next. Maybe it would be the next. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Ooh, remind me at the end of the stream, we need to find a micro block. Or a player head block, whatever they're called. Gotta itch my face. Ugh. I'm not gonna have enough cobble for this. I don't think. We just need something small to... We just need something small as a break from these massive ones. Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Almost put cobblestone back down, Jesus. No, that would actually be kind of cool to do. We just have to make a big flat area with white concrete on the ground. And then we'll put like little dispensers of water underneath that we can trigger. And then the top of it we'll use carpet to like do pixel art. So that we could just press one button, the water pushes away all the carpet and gets rid of the image. And we can create a new one in the same spot. I think that would be cool. I like that. So we can save a map of that image, lock it, and then just move on to another image if we wanted to create something else. This massive project was definitely a little bit better than some other ones just because each room felt like a different project because it was kind of smaller. So like this room feels different than the Egypt room, which felt different than the cave room, which felt different than the Wonka room, which felt different than the factory, you know. So it had that going for it. Did you draw anything this week? I did. And I actually worked, you're not gonna believe this, I know. I worked on my story a bit. I started writing chapter 2. More of a SparkNote version than like a real version, but still. I did start working on it. I want to start working on character sheets for like what the characters actually look like. So I need to draw them up. But yes, I have drawn. I can go ahead and show you because I do really like the way it looks. Let's see here. There we go. This is what I drew this week. I drew that on Monday, I think. So pretty cool. Big fan of that. Yeah, progress, right? I've also been doing a different kind of progress or practice with drawing. That looks nice. Thank you. I think the lines look fairly crisp on it. It looks pretty good. I've been practicing drawing with a ballpoint pen instead of pencil or on my iPad. Two-faced clown, yup. That's based off of my favorite character from League of Legends. Almost out of cobblestone. I'll switch to normal stone after this because I could delete it in one go just with haste beacon. Or actually maybe netherrack, so I don't have to put haste on. This song feels odd, not sure why. I agree. I'm trying a new playlist, but I don't know. It seems a little too much for me. So let's do this. Let's do this and then go. There we go. Let's get back to our playlist. The El Clasico. Wasted a lava bucket there, that's good. Gonna need to go repair my pick soon before we delete another one accidentally. I'm going to sleep. It's 11:38 in the evening here. Goodbye. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully we'll see you again, Ansel. Sleep well. While you've begun the spark notes of your second chapter, I'm nearly done with my 41st. We can clearly see I like writing as much as you like drawing, right? Yeah, I'm definitely much more likely to sit down and doodle and draw than I am to write. That's for sure. I also did buy a course by one of my favorite artists, so I was going through that a little bit as well. That's also why I've been starting to draw with pens. Because he draws with ballpoint pens and does some incredible stuff. And I've heard that, like, you know, drawing with ballpoint pen helps you improve faster because you have to be more careful about what you put on the page. And it helps you learn how to, like, work around your mistakes rather than trying to erase them. And with my iPad, mistakes don't exist because you can change it, you know, so easily. You don't have to live with mistakes at all. There we go. The more I'm thinking about this like pixel art map like project, the more I'm adding to it. I think we can do something really cool with that. I think I'm a fan of the idea. Need more cobble. Need more cowbell. I don't even know if you're gonna understand that reference, but let's just go ahead and take care of this one. Well, close enough. If you could wake up tomorrow, here's a what if question. Not really a what if, but you know, just a scenario. If you could wake up tomorrow, you don't understand the reference? Okay, I can maybe show you the reference. It's kind of a stupid Saturday Night Live video, but it's like an old one with Will Ferrell. There's a tiny fraction of media that I've consumed. All right, fair enough. If you could wake up tomorrow and have 10,000 hours of experience in anything you want, what would you want that to be? 10,000 hours of experience. So a ton of experience in something. If you could wake up tomorrow and have that, what would you do? Writing 100%? Man, your book would be done. I have enough cobble. I thought I wasn't gonna have enough for some reason. All of your books would be done, right? Oh, I guess I don't need to go there. Mine would definitely be character design, art. Like learning to draw my own characters. That's something I struggle with is focusing on one thing at a time as far as like learning to draw. Because I want to do character stuff, so I usually always draw characters, but sometimes I'm like, I focus on, I don't know, gestures, sometimes I do anatomy, sometimes I do faces, sometimes I do expressions or you know, random whatever. Sometimes it's just sketchy, sometimes it's full color, finished works. Excuse me. So I feel like if I could just focus on one thing, rather than spreading out my attention so much, it would definitely be more beneficial for me. But it's hard. Because I follow artists and they're like, yeah, just do this, you know, exercise for like 30 minutes to an hour every day. And over the course of like 5 or 6 months, you're going to see significant improvement, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, God. Doing the same exercise every day for 6 months. That sounds brutal. One thing I need to improve on is sad character interactions. Yeah. Heartfelt scenes, I can imagine, are pretty tough to write. I'm sure there's a fine line between something being campy and something being like genuine. That's probably not super easy to hit. One thing that I also am trying not to do is have all the characters feel like they sound the same. I want the characters to all sound different, like they talk different. So I'm trying to imagine someone in real life and base their character on that. Like around that person. Like, okay, I want this guy to sound like, you know, this person. And that character is going to talk like this person. Whether it be another character from another show or movie or someone I know in real life or whatever. It was easier to write trauma than someone expressing their feelings. Probably just a me thing. I mean, everybody has something that they struggle with. Everyone's gonna have something. I'm gonna have to repair my pick. Let's do that real quick. While we're down here. Might as well. We need to go drop this off. Probably gonna have to expand our little cobblestone platform as well. Oh god, where's the one with all the buckets in it? There's one. There's two. I struggle to... I used to struggle with environment descriptions, but not so much anymore. I definitely struggle with that. That's something I need to work on. Character descriptions are where I seem to like falter the most. Character descriptions are kind of I guess it's because they're not like fully fledged out yet. So it's kind of hard for me to describe what something looks like when I don't even really know myself. Not to 100% degree at least. But, oh, didn't mean to turn that off. But yeah. I think I did fairly well with describing the environment on the first chapter. The second chapter, again, I've just done Spark Notes, so it's a little harder. I haven't got that far yet. I also figured out main character descriptions for everyone except for the main character. Okay, fair enough. I know, like, basic stuff. Like body type and body size. I know what gender they are, what color their hair they are, or what color hair they have. I have their personality traits, you know, pretty nailed down. That kind of stuff. I did turn this off, yes? Okay, I was about to say. Okay, and then what was I gonna do after that? I guess just go get more buckets. The way I see it is that you shouldn't be overly descriptive because half the fun of reading is creating a world yourself. Yeah, I just think you need to put some amount of an image in the mind of the reader. It doesn't have to be like super fleshed out, but I think there needs to be something there. That's why I kind of want to create character sheets. Oh, let me show you my favorite, my current, at least right now, favorite artist. The guy I've been studying a little bit. No, what did it? This guy. Like, he does a lot of pen drawings. And they are super cool. Like, these are all with ballpoint pens. This is him right here. And what he does is he does it with a ballpoint. Sometimes he'll have like a white highlight marks that he does with a separate marker. But anytime he needs like darker shades, he just licks his finger and smears the ink a little bit and makes it dark. So that's where you have all these like dark spots and then light spots, because he makes it dark here and then smears it with his finger, like right here. You can see the smudging here. I think these are so crisp. I have his sketchbook. He does a lot of like environmental stuff where he'll like go somewhere and draw the surroundings and then just fill it in with random characters. So he went to like a marketplace and then he filled it in with this like, you know, lady behind the counter with a bazooka and stuff like that. Like, it's so cool. And he just does it from imagination. I aspire to be like that someday. Like, that is the dream. The dream is to be able to draw from imagination. I think most artists want to be able to do that. But it's hard. It's very hard. Looking at The drawing I can do pretty well when it comes to drawing things on my own from imagination. It's tough. It's so tough. It's so tough to get things right. But there's a certain way that I need to start studying if I'm gonna start being able to draw from imagination. And it's very tedious, but it's just the way it is. I can write from imagination, so I must be succeeding. You're doing great. You're killing it. Why does it keep putting my bow in there? Should we see? Let's see. How many we've done? Where's statistics? Items used. Lava bucket's gonna be a little closer to the top now. Oh god. Oh, okay. So far we've placed about 4,000 buckets. That's good. That's real good. Why do I feel hungry already? Probably need to eat because I woke up and instantly started watching the stream. Yeah, you probably should eat. Yeah, agreed. Eating is important. I'm definitely gonna have to eat something else before I go to the gym. I don't want to get all weary and lightheaded. I'm just putting them in random boxes now. I'm not even trying to go in order. I'm just putting it in. Hold on, I'm going to make a sandwich. Don't be too excited. Oh, exciting while I'm gone. Okay, got you. Calm and mellow. I will remain calm and mellow. Duh! That's not calm and mellow. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got it. Huh, all these are full. Cool. Next time we come out here, we're gonna have to extend the platform for sure. Wow, look at this. Look how much progress we're making. Okay, is this side done? I think it is. Okay, I guess now we move the glass. And these 4 shulkers. Got a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Very nice. Classic. Okay, so let's put it like what? Right here? Yeah, maybe we'll do it across here. Now I just need to carpet this. And we'll come back to work on this after. Do a little over here. Okay. Your plot is rather weird now. That I think about it, like, where else would you get a story where the main character cries on the armor of the main antagonist's top servant? Don't know. But weird means unique. So you got that going for you. And unique is a plus. I could itch my nose. Ugh. I didn't think of it when I was writing it. I was like, of course the main character, or this character would do that, completely forgetting that the most loyal person of the main antagonist. I mean, that's fine. If it works within the context of the story, no big deal. Anything can happen as long as it fits within the context of the story. So it should be good. As long as it makes sense in your story, that's all you gotta worry about. How many lava buckets do you think we're gonna have to place before the end of this? Let's see, we're already at 3,000. There's gonna be at least another 2. I mean, of course it fits by the way I described him. Of course this character would do that part of my last message. Fair. 7k bare minimum. Like we're hitting 7k buckets, or we're placing 7k since it started? It's probably a pretty good guess either way. Hitting 7k. Oh, we're definitely hitting 7k. Doubt this is 7k big, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's 7k big. It's hard to tell. It's an odd shape, but... Oh, one short. Gonna need more cobble. Almost out. That's not ideal. Trying to stand just close enough to where I can grab those when they break, and rather than them just dying in the lava. Most of the time doesn't work out, but sometimes we'll catch one. Or that'll happen. And that's why we have the regen beacon on. This is giving me flashbacks to that, you know, whatever spree it was that I had to do, like clearing out all of the lava to make this giant area and to begin with. Giving me flashbacks to that because it's just the same thing. You have to do the same thing over and over and over and over. I remember back at school, I created this weird lore for myself as if I was some kind of alien from space. Ah, that's cool. You're like Superman. Maybe without the powers, but yeah. Wow, 64 exactly. Nailed it. Little did I do it was foreshadowing to today where I make lore for writing. True. You started early. You're creating your own origin story. Oh, one short. How unsatisfying when that happens. Maybe you should begin drawing your characters. You can figure out how they look while with your sketch. Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea. We're gonna run out of cobble. That's definitely the plan. It would be better for me to, not only would I learn, like, you know, drawing, I would learn more character design stuff, but I would be doing it for my own story. So it would benefit me in several different ways. Every time a new character is introduced, just go over there, doodle up some kind of like, you know, maybe just like a small little concept art for them. And if we like it, we can do a little more with it. It would also help me draw different kinds of characters. It's quite funny to see how people can do the same thing. I just think of character as they are. You need to draw them. I don't know if it's necessarily a need, but it would help me lock in a design rather than just like having this ambiguous idea, for sure. Because right now they're just like in my imagination. I want to actually put them on paper. So that way, anytime I need to think about something, I could just refer back to the drawing or anything of the sort. Also, if anyone wants to read it, I'll have a little concept art for them to know what the characters look like. I mean, I can picture them fully in my head, personality and design. Oh, I can picture them, but it fluctuates. It's like, because I haven't locked in a design yet. I haven't like fully decided, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. If the way they look, I have. As far as like what they wear and stuff like that, I have not. So that's something I need to lock in on. The clothing for sure, I haven't locked in on. I have different ideas for that. Ah. I automatically picked a design. I thought of a character once while listening to music, and she hasn't changed at all since I thought of her design-wise. Very nice. Yeah, I move around too much for that. I change my mind about them too often. Oop. Like, for instance, what the characters wear as far as like the uniform for the professions they have, or, you know, just random stuff like that. Maybe I'll start working on some slight mock-ups at some point. Maybe I'll do that later before I go to work. Or I should maybe finish my Spark Notes of Chapter 2 first. Who knows? The only part I struggle on is names. Names are hard. Names are very hard. Because I don't want it to sound like some just random, you know, bogus name. Ugh, let me lean back. Sip of water. I also struggle in real life remembering people's names. If I meet you once and then I don't see you for a little while and then I'm supposed to remember your name again, I'm like, well. I hate when names are too connected to characters, like having the mean courage for someone courageous isn't fit that the name was probably given at birth, where they didn't have the trait. Yeah, I could see that. I could see someone thinking it's a little on the nose or something like that. I can't say I necessarily hate it, but I can understand why someone would think it's a little much. Because it's true. You gonna name your kid Courageous? Or something that means courageous, basically? Right out the gate? They could grow up to be a big wimp. You never know. Much better when it's an earned nickname. Yeah, I agree. Or if it's something their culture is only named like 10-year-old something. Yeah, or like a nickname or like a name that comes with a position, like a nickname or something like that. Yeah. Okay. That's like one of the characters in my book. He's called Lead Baxter, but it's because he's the head of an organization. So since he's the head, they call him Lead Baxter. Lava swimming stream. It seems like it, doesn't it? We swim in quite a bit. My names are either amazing or stupidly funny. Both I love. That's all that matters. Well, we're out of buckets again. Just like that. Okay, let's carpet. We have enough for this? Probably. Dumbest name I have is probably Beetroot Kala. Are they the color of beetroots or something? Why do they call them beetroot? Alright, let's just take all this out here. Let's build up a little platform. Their family has a name of vegetables and food. His brother's name is Lettuce Kala. Okay. Fair enough. Let's actually go see if we can get some stone or something. For netherrack. Or sand would actually be pretty good too. We can instant mine that with a shovel. Wait, I think we have sand up near Liam. Their founding ancestor was named Dressing Kala. Freaking Christ. I mean, it fits thematically. So, you know. You definitely got that going for you. There used to be a barrel up here with sand. Did we take that away? I guess we did. We have basalt and blackstone there. Okay, well, I thought we had it back here. I guess we took it. How unfortunate. Okay. Guess it's not a huge deal. We could probably just use. Do we have gravel? Some. Could use dirt or grass. Let me get a mini blockhead thing. Yeah, we need to get that going. Screw it. We'll use cobble again. I think it needs a proper name we can call it instead of mini blockhead thing. I mean, I just call it microblocks. Just go pick out a microblock. Don't know if that's what it's officially called, but that's what I call it. Let's go actually pick up some more cobblestone from the base. What's today's gonna be? That is the question. Let's check and see if the iron farm's still going. Last time we tried to put some of those Ender Pearl stasis chambers down here, they disappeared. So hopefully they didn't disappear again. Oh, we found one. Uh-oh. It is nighttime. Oh, missed. That's alright. We'll fill this up first. Is there something wrong with what I find? No, it's usually just making fun of something I did, like kill the cow. So I'm curious to see what this next one's gonna be. Okay, oh yeah, there we go. They are still working. Excellent. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because our iron farm is not exactly the most efficient thing in the world. We definitely need to build a better one, but I mean, it's doing the job. I also need to start looking. Oh, we're underground. Fill a chunk out of iron? Like a whole 16 by 16? Why would I do that? Lol. You can see the roads and the factory on the inside. Actually a pretty cool looking point of view. It would look cooler if we had more roads, like actually branching off from it. I've really explored all of this? Jesus. Anyways. Moving on. That is a chunk. Yeah. Flexing? How am I flexing? Turn the lights back on. Look how far we've come with this project. We are so close to being done. Buckets there. All right, here we go. Would you rather only eat your least favorite food or never feel joy again? I mean, least favorite food. I think I just placed all the buckets. I don't know what my least favorite food probably would be. I don't like pickles at all. Those are probably the most often thing I'm like, ugh. But I don't know if that's my most hated food. It's hard to say what my most hated food would be. But never feeling joy again? Like, Jesus. Which fictional world would you hate to live in the most? Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan seems pretty bad. Or maybe The Boys. The Boys is also pretty bad. Isn't DC worse? Nah, you have at least people fighting for you. There are superheroes that somehow save the day sometimes. You don't sound too confident in that? Well, I am confident in the answer that I would rather live in the DC universe over Attack on Titan. Boom. Call me Legolas. What is up, Mango? Welcome back. JB is currently doing teeth glitching. Yeah, okay. So JB, how's your throat? It's pretty good. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely not perfect. But it doesn't hurt to talk as much as it did yesterday. It's still like sore. Nailed it. It's still sore, but not as bad as it was yesterday. The only thing that like actually kind of hurts is eating. Eating still kind of hurts. Other than that, we're doing okay. Nearly died, what, 4 times? Was it really 4 times? I thought it was twice. Also, it wasn't, I didn't nearly die. I don't think my hearts dropped below like 3 hearts. Where are you at? Man, these guys do not want to leave me alone. Alright, we are full again. Oh, look at that. That's our classic JB dying to a rant. What? When's the last time I died to something random like that? Oh, look how fast I'm sneaking. I did say Attack on Titan. That's gotta be one of the worst. Whoops. Ooh, Dark Souls is pretty good. That's a pretty good answer. Oh, I didn't even finish the row up here. Well, that's awkward. Dark Souls is a pretty good answer. I'll give you that one. What about you, Rant? Berserk? Never read Berserk, so I don't know what that entails. I'll take your word for it. I would love to live in a zombie apocalypse. I would die. I wouldn't be living in a zombie apocalypse. I would be dying in a zombie apocalypse. Guarantee you that. 100% success rate of dying. JP just built a house they can't bust through walls. You expect me to know how to build a house in real life? Also, what happened to my house? Why can't I just live in my house and fortify it somehow? I believe it's easy to invade. That's what I believe, compared to other stuff. I mean, maybe compared to like an alien invasion. Sure. Probably a little easier. I wouldn't say it's easy, but it would be easier than something like actively seeking to destroy the world. Yeah, maybe. Or like a nuclear fallout. Probably easier to survive than that. Yeah, it depends on which zombie apocalypse we're talking about. I would say the Walking Dead universe. Yeah, where they're like actually slow. Definitely would be better if you lived in a less populated area. But the Resident Evil would be significantly tougher. Significantly harder. There's a lot of zombie movies or shows or universes that would be freaking impossible. Left 4 Dead zombies would be a nightmare? Yeah, Left 4 Dead zombies would be impossible. They're running, they're mutating. Literally impossible. Anything that has like the zombies mutating, or I guess they're not technically zombies, they're infected, but whatever. I live in the perfect place for zombie apocalypse because there isn't much people, but there is enough to scavenge. There you go. Perfect place. I do not live in the perfect place. It would be absolute mayhem here. Dying Light, yeah, also kind of tough. Especially after dark. Always one short. Perfect place for zombie apocalypse would be Australia. That's why people say Aussies live there for a reason. They're prepping for the apocalypse. Think that's why they're there. Perfect place would be a random island in the Pacific. Ain't no zombies there. True. I think anywhere that has long stretches of land where you can hunt wildlife with lots of trees, lots of open space, not much people. That would probably be the best. You could constantly be hunting for food. Not have to worry about too many people drifting in. Not have to worry about too many zombies drifting in. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 12. Okay. We'll try to finish this round of buckets before we have to go. And then we'll get our micro block, of course. Whoops. Don't worry about that. Nothing happened. We can all just huddle in JB's house. I'm sure he won't mind us taking his food. Like I said, my area is not the best area. There are way too many people here. A farm would be easier, but like New York City would be tough if you're stuck in a building when it starts. Yeah, if you're in like one of the upper buildings when it goes down, oof. Even quarantining like in your building probably wouldn't even be safe. I mean, there are people who legit prep for stuff like this. I don't know if it's necessarily zombies. I mean, they might be prepping for zombies. I'm sure there people are. But like doomsday preppers. There are people like that. Gathering a bunch of canned food, water, you know, matches, stuff like that. If the apocalypse starts, can we sacrifice someone to stop it? Any takers? Yeah, we can sacrifice the person who started it. That should do it. Whoever's fault it is, that's who you sacrifice. You just need to pull off a Leon arc for zombie apocalypse. Yeah, just that easy. Become the anime protagonist you always wanted to be. China. This ain't COVID. Although COVID was a very weird time. Working through COVID was such a strange time. JB can draw on the zombies, we're fine. Don't know how much that'll do. I'm not Doodle Bob. I can't draw things and make them come to life. That'd be a pretty cool power, though. So you can draw things and whatever you draw can be, like, animated in reality. That would be cool. Sign me up for that power. Very overpowered power. Yeah. I mean, creating anything from nothing is going to be inherently broken, but you still have to take the time to draw it, so that would balance it a little bit, I guess. And I'm not a good artist. Draw a thing that gives you more powers, endless loop. Oh, the loophole. The unlimited wishes loophole. Draw a thing that means you can control causality. I don't even know how would you even draw something like that? Draw a remote that lets you control the universe. Draw a fart machine. What's in a Amiibo remote that could control the universe? Click, I'm sure it was called. Yes. Yep, Click with Adam Sandler. Just draw that remote. And then boom. You control the universe. Yeah, that funny guy was in it, Adam Sandler. Yep. Haven't seen that movie in forever. Was good though. I liked it. Christopher Watkins, Adam Sandler. JB, would you rather be super fat or super skinny? Do I have to stay that way my entire life? Because I already work out. So if if I go super fat, I could work out and get smaller. And build some muscle. But if I'm super skinny, there's only so much I could do to build muscle. Because you won't have the body type for it. I'd probably choose super skinny anyways. Yeah, I'd choose super skinny. Less calorie intake. Less difficulty moving around. Super fat would be a crushing power, but super skinny would be able to get out of a jam. Yeah, I'd choose super skinny. Stuck like that forever. That's fine. I could do that. I've been heavy and I've been lean. I'd much rather stay lean. We are coming up to the ending. Probably one more row will do it. That sounded like Wolf of Wall Street. What did? we're done. Right? Yeah. Let's actually take a couple buckets and go over here. See if we can finish this row at least. I've been rich, I've been poor, but I choose rich every single time. Yeah. I mean, who wouldn't? Oh, look at that. Perfect amount. Boom. Alright. Next time, we gotta get some... Gotta fill up more buckets. Let's see where we're at. Oh. We are getting close, man. We are getting so close. How many non-mobs? We're at about 6,500. So we've placed about 5,200 since we started. Good lord. All right. Let's see what this micro block is that you've picked. All right, let's see here. Lava cauldron, huh? I guess that is fitting. All right, lava cauldron it is. Oh wait. JB, you don't switch on stream on Twitch, do you? I don't. I've thought about it because the idea of like channel points and stuff like that are really cool to me, but I wouldn't be able to stream on both YouTube and Twitch. I could only stream on one. I think Twitch doesn't allow it. I thought about swapping over. I just haven't done it yet. All right. These are the ones we got so far. I mean, you also have YouTube and Deep Slate Skull, but Lava Cauldron, Gas Pilot, Rotten Cow, Goomba, and then the Magic Fruit. I'm not saying you should, but you should. Plus, you can stream on both. I think I can't. And think until I'm a Twitch partner, I wouldn't be able to stream on YouTube and Twitch together. I'm pretty sure. I think I looked into this. Let me Google it real quick just to make sure. You must follow Twitch's simulcasting guidelines to avoid issues, ensuring a quality of experience on both platforms and not negatively affected. Blah, blah, blah. Uh... Yeah, it looks like you need to be a partner with Twitch. Oh, maybe not. Oh, so those are mine. I feel special. Yeah. You can think, you can. I think I saw a lot of people doing it. I think, okay, I'll have to look more into it, but from what I can tell, or from what I saw, at least on that, the only thing that would hold me back is that I can't link to my YouTube stream from the Twitch stream. And the Twitch stream has to be as high as quality as the YouTube one, I think. So I guess I would have to look into that. But that could be something interesting to try to do. I mean, YouTube is really weird on their streaming side, because I've streamed on Twitch before, but not from this this YouTube account or from this profile. So I've streamed on Twitch, but I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. I'm actually thinking about maybe streaming tomorrow night. I'm not sure I'd switch to Twitch. If you switch, I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, I wouldn't switch completely over. I would just do on both. I wouldn't be swapping over. I like streaming on YouTube just because it's already attached to the channel. So it's a lot easier to just like bring attention to the YouTube channel. I don't have to like bring people from another platform to this one. So YouTube will always be the mainstream, for sure. If I were to swap to Twitch, it would be to dual stream. If I could only do one, I'm staying on YouTube. I'm not going to Twitch. So, you don't have to worry about that. But alright. I'm gonna go put my character next to all of our stuff. And then that's where we are calling it for today. I might stream tomorrow night when I get off work. It really depends. That would be... I don't know what time it is where y'all are, but about 6 hours from now, maybe, would be when that stream would start. So... we are so close. So incredibly close. We've done a lot. We just gotta fill in the ceiling. Maybe have some like lava pillars going up and down. And then we are done. And then of course we have to like build the way out and then build the storage system that's gonna go right here. Which I kind of just covered completely. But we'll figure that out when we get there. Just quit your job and stream full time. You won't be able to do it for long, but you could do it. Yeah, definitely couldn't do it for long. Definitely not. All right, I am out of here. I don't think that would work. Yeah, I don't think it would work either. Not a great plan. We are very far away from that. But all right. Maybe stream tomorrow. It would work for like a month. Yeah, probably. I could probably do it for a month. And I think I would need a lot more than a month to actually like get the audience big enough to be a full-time streamer. I don't know if full-time streamer is ever going to be in the cards for us, but that's fine. We still love the game. That's all that matters. I'll see y'all tomorrow if I do end up streaming. If not, I'll see y'all Sunday morning because I will be streaming. So y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all later.